Alright, I hope this is working. You guys will have to let me know if you can hear me. I feel so covert. Coming live from a hotel room. Let me go to the chat page. You guys tell me if it's gonna be like so choppy, I bet. Hopefully not too choppy. If nothing else, I hope it at least sounds good. So, let me know you're here. And I'll tell you what happened, why I'm in this hotel room. Pretty soon. I'll kind of ease into things first. YT. Swite's third. Nice clean video. Oh wow, really? It's clean. That's good to know. Well, if you got any... Hey Dan, how you doing, buddy? Good, you can hear it all right? Okay, good to know. Hey Tracy. Alright, we got a handful of folks. Hey Mom, I see you. I got my little trusty Shure microphone with me here, so I can make it at least sound a little better. I knew I brought it for a reason. This is good because I was feeling so lonely on this tour. Been in that stupid car so much today. I'll tell you the story in a few minutes here. Hey Liz. How you doing? You know, I'm coming your way in, oh, it's not till December. Hey, I'm going to do this song to start off. I found the old version I did a while back. I'll tell you the story, too. Maybe when I finish the song. This is an old Waylon Jennings song that I learned for a particular show I had to play about 20 years ago. It's called Brand New Goodbye Song. I've got the words in front of me, so hopefully I don't mess it up, because that would be really bad. No, I'm just kidding. Put on a warm coat, honey, it's gonna be cold tonight. I put on the one that's warm and long, 'cause you're just before hearing my brand new goodbye song. Baby, I tried your doctors, they just couldn't make me well. The higher I tried to climb, the farther I fell. I guess it must have blew my mind, sniffing the fumes of hell. Baby, put on a warm coat, honey, it's gonna be cold tonight. I put on the one that's warm and long. You're just before hearing my brand new goodbye song. pesky second string. Baby, throw away my pillow, And just before you turn the light, all you have next to you will be the night. And I'll be somewhere wrong, you'll be somewhere right. I put on a warm coat, honey, it's gonna be cold tonight. I put on the one that's warm and long, 'cause you're just before hearing my brand new goodbye song. Cold tonight. I put on the one that's warm and long, 'cause you're just before hearing my brand new goodbye song. Yeah, I can't remember who actually wrote it. I know that Waylon Jennings sang it. Jeremy, that's one of your favorite songs. It's a pretty wacky little song. Cheers from Kalamazoo. I drove right by you, Bert, today. Drove right by the Kalamazoo River. So first, about that last song. So I learned it for this gig I played. You guys remember who Jessie Coulter was? She was a country singer, and she was married to Waylon Jennings. And after he passed away, they planned this really big tribute show to him. And so Jessie got a copy of one of my albums, and she wanted me to come play it. I was like, all right, sounds good to me. So I got flown out with a whole bunch of other folks, like, Shooter Jennings, Waylon's son, and his girlfriend at the time, Drea DiMatteo from The Sopranos, and little Stevie from the E Street Band, and Don Was, famous producer, was in the house band. Hank Williams Jr. was there doing some songs. So it was like this crazy group of folks, and they had me do a few of my songs, as well as this Waylon Jennings song. And the funniest part was after the whole thing's over. Oh, actually, there was this moment where some guy came up to me after my set and really wanted me to sign the CD that he had just bought. And he was like really anxious. I was like, all right, hey, buddy, there you go. And he walked off, and my manager at the time came up to me and said, do you know who that was? I was like, no. It was Nils Lofgren. I was like, come back. And then after the whole thing was done, I remember I was jamming with, I can't remember his name, semi-famous country singer, in the green room. The green room was Waylon Jennings' old bus. And so we're all back there hanging out, and I remember I was jamming with someone, and Jessie Coulter was like in the lap of her new boyfriend, rodeo-looking guy, and Drea and Shooter were there, and looming over me, looking down, teetering with a beer in his hand, was Hank Williams Jr., and I was playing slide guitar, and I'll never forget this. He just looked down and he goes, yeah, boy, play that slide guitar. I like the slide guitar. And that was it. Etched right there. Hey, from Colorado. Hey, Claire, how you doing? All right, we're getting some more folks in here. So the reason I'm doing this is because I just finished a tour that went from Ohio up into Michigan. And it was really nice. Really nice. Met some new friends, and saw some old friends too. Even an old high school buddy came out to one of the shows. So I finished yesterday, drove over to Traverse City to get up early to get on my flight, and I get a call at 5:45. No, I got a text at 5:45, And I knew what it was. It was Delta saying, your flight's been canceled. We couldn't fix it, so you got to go fix it. I was like, oh no. So 4 hours I spent dinking around with my phone and my computer. Finally figured out that the only way I was going to get home is if I drive all the way around the lake to Chicago and fly home tomorrow morning on United, and hopefully they're doing better. So I had to book a motel room, take a big hit on the stupid car because they charge you the one-way fee and all that stuff. So, but I had all this time, so I was like, I want to connect with people and do a little show. So here you go. If you have any requests, hit me up, okay? That's the story. That's why I'm playing. How about something a little bluesy? Sorry if it's choppy. Hopefully the audio is at least good. Hey Fred, how you doing, buddy? Little Angela and the Baker, just kind of easing into things here. Keg Demon. All right, catching me live. Been listening to my work long as you can. Hey, well, right on. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Keg Demon. Well, if you're a keg demon, you'll appreciate that. I got that downstairs at the bar. It's a little mild Mexican lager. So, who requested what here? Claire, you want to hear Hazel Comes Home? Of course you do. Okay, I'll do that. Hazel Comes Home I wrote years ago. And nothing like a frosty beer. Nothing is like it. It's true. So I wrote Hazel Comes Home and it needed a title. So at the time I was rereading Watership Down. And I looked through the chapters and there was a chapter in there that's Hazel Comes Home. It's a really beautiful chapter too. Yeah, Daniel. It is from the Tony Furtado Band album, that's true. Alright, so here you go. That's Hazel Comes Home. What's another one? Got some other requests? That helps me a lot. It's kind of an instrumental show so far. I think I'll grab the guitar actually and croon a little something or another. Hey Jason, how you doing? Yeah, South Florida. Haven't been down there in decades, I think. Give me a reason to come down. Love to come down there. Golden, yeah. Thanks, Danny. That'll help. All right, I'd love to do Golden. All right, I'll just do it. You don't need a backstory. Shoes and her name. Leaves and things are scattered, and no one knows ease your pain like a whisper in the morning. Watch you fade away. All your golden, broken moments, they can't make me stay. They can't make me stay. Lost in wasting days, I rush the open window, fly me from this place. For the last time, all these white lines, I watch them as they fade. All your golden, broken moments, they can't make me stay. Make me stay. Hey. Like a whisper in the morning, I watch you fade away. All your golden, broken moments, they can't make me stay. They can't make me stay. The crowd goes wild. Someone asked, do I use the same finger picks on banjo and guitar? Yes, I do. It's these right here. In fact, if you saw here, I'll flash the screen here. Let me go back to my software. Here's, can I find the picture? I have to go to this page where you're not going to hear my voice, but this is, you'll see my finger picks. You see my finger picks, and you see this little guy that someone gave to me at a show recently. Here's a little meerkat. It's a little meerkat. So yes, same picks, same picks. In fact, my favorite thing is to not play with picks, but it's hard to get as intricate as I like to get. Play Star. I would love to play Star. How about I do Star after another song, because that's also a pretty song. Maybe I should do something not so pretty first. Break it up a little bit. But definitely, I'll do Star. I like Star. Haha, Angry Monk. I don't know if I can do that. Let's see. That's a tough one. I wrote that. We'll just say a much younger man wrote that. Wrote that a long time ago. Sure was fun to play with a big full band too. Doc's Bog. Oof. I don't remember that one. I could honestly say. But yeah, thanks for the request for Angry Monk. I needed to practice that because I've been wanting to do it again. By the way, the story on the title on that one. When I lived in Boulder, Colorado, I used to go play at this venue called the, what was it called? It was a brewery, and the Redfish. And I was talking to the brewer one day, and he told me the story about how he came up with this really great version of a Trappist ale. That's what he called it, Trappist ale. And boy, did he piss off the Trappist monks, because he got a legal letter saying, you better stop calling it that, we're going to sue you. It was like, wait a minute, monks? Monks are going to sue you? So I said, so he ended up calling the beer Angry Monk Ale instead. So I was like, that sounds like a tune title. So I gave him, well, I didn't give him the tune. I kept the tune. It's all mine. But I titled it after his beer. Hey, yeah, Mackinac Island. Sorry, it's. I was on Mackinac Island yesterday. I got to see it for my first time, and I was really psyched to check it out more, but I just didn't have a chance because I had an early morning flight out of Traverse City on Delta. I could have stayed. Anyway, for those who didn't hear, my flight got canceled. So coming home from Traverse City, I spent about more than 4 hours sitting there dinking around on the phone from 5:45 a.m. until whenever, and then figured, okay, I got to get myself to Chicago. So I took the rental car and drove all the way to Chicago, got this hotel room, and I fly out 7 a.m. tomorrow out of O'Hare. Fingers crossed on that. It's United. They seem to be running a little bit better than Delta right now, so we'll see. So we had a request for Star. I want to do Star. Star is a song that I wrote back a number of years ago when me and my wife Stephanie Schneiderman have a son named Liam, and when he was just a little squirt, like, I don't know, a year and a half. When do kids start talking? Around then? They start saying words, usually. That's about the time. And he was hanging with a babysitter that had stars on her socks. And so that was his first word, was star. Star. And that was about the time I had a busy head because I was dealing with some music business crud that was just nasty, and it was constantly in my brain. And so whenever I'd plop myself in front of the kiddo, he'd be babbling away and all that stuff would melt away, and it'd make me feel good and realize what was really important. So anyway, I call this one Star. Chasing the days like a lost child, I got no time left to play or wander through the wide. Eyes bright and wide, these old teeth and tongue, love and light come tangled in a shiny little sun. And hold to your light, don't ever lose your star. hands in the sky. He's 2 feet from the ground. One big happy heart for the whole world around. Hold to your light and don't ever lose your star. Don't ever lose your star. All of your life is a road to what you are. Hold to your light. Don't ever lose your star. You can picture me playing this for him as a toddler, just watching Daddy strumming and singing. Well, kinda. Yeah, he definitely saw a bit of it. In fact, one time, Steph and I were playing a show, and right before I played this song, I actually picked him up to the mic, and he sang. This was way too cute, but he actually remembers doing this. He got on mic and sang "Twinkle Little Star." Pretty cute. Someone asked something else too. Oh, no, they didn't. I see. Oh, I'm going to take a second here. Sometimes I flash this little thing on the screen in case anyone's feeling tipsy. There we go. I'm not really tipsy. But I do like that beer. I don't tend to drink beer, but I felt like a lager tonight. So how we doing? Any other requests? Should I just keep on going? I was thinking of pulling out the cello banjo. How's that? Maybe do a couple things on this thing. Jeremy, you remember him singing Twinkle Twinkle? Well, it was a particular show that we did in Vancouver. No, it was Victoria on Vancouver Island. And that's what the one he remembers. Getting on mic and doing that. Now he's playing the heck out of the piano. He plays circles around Twinkle Little Star. Here comes the sun. I'd need to look at the music to that, Fred. I got 2 Freds talking to me. I got Fred Beisel and Fred Bolger. FBs. need an angry song right now. This is called Low Road. Can you Zell me? Yeah, you could Zell me. Tony Furtado, let's see, it's just tonyfurtado@gmail.com, of course. Feel free. I'll take your Zell. Thanks for asking, Lynn. Okay, so this one's called The Low Road. Almost there. Okay, here we go. You don't know the ones you broke, only know the word you stole. The word you stole, they're talking to you. Lost inside the walls you built, you can't escape the dreams you killed. The dreams you killed, they follow. You took the low road. You took the low road. Guided by crooked light, feeding from withered vines, a bare wasted fruit. You don't know the thing you've been, twisting nails from my skin, from my skin. It's broken chains. You took the low road. You took the low road. It's all you'll ever know. You took the low road. You don't know the ones you wrote, only know what you stole. The word you stole, we're talking to you. You took the low road. You took the low road. It's all you'll ever know. You took the low road. It's all you'll ever know. You took the low road. Daniel, he said it feels like it could be a metal song. Totally, dude. I agree. It's kind of got a little bit of that in it for sure. It's played with that intensity at least. At least I try to. Could you tell? Channeling death metal. Fred Beisel, you're saying, how do we Zell? Well, do you Zell? Because if you already Zell, then you just you enter in my email address, which is TonyFurtado5. No, TonyFurtado5@gmail.com. Did I say that before? I might not have. TonyFurtado5@gmail.com. Lynn, I hope you didn't do TonyFurtado@gmail.com. It's TonyFurtado5, number 5. Just like my email address. Because if you did TonyFurtado@gmail.com, you just Zelled someone else. Sorry. Anyway, does that help, Fred? It's TonyFurtado, number 5. Okay. Yeah, not TonyFurtado@gmail.com. That's not me. TonyFurtado, number 5, like 5-string banjo. There we go. Thanks, Lynn. You posted it. There we go. Okay, good. How about a pretty song to offset that angry one? I was gonna do Tall Grass. I have the words here and everything. Let's see. Tall Grass is a song that I wrote. It was around the time Dad passed away. My dad's name was Bill Furtado. And he was a good dude. Really sweet guy. Charismatic. Had the gift of gab. People like to talk to him and stuff, you know. Good salesman. And when we were kids, I remember we would head to the hills around Pleasanton, California, where I grew up. And that's back when they weren't loaded with condos and stuff. There was a lot of places you could walk freely with a dog in tow, a couple of little kids tromping around. Yeah, Lynn, I'll get to Dying Language for sure. Yeah. And Dad would have the 2 boys and the dog, Schroeder, our dog. He was half Afghan and half Doberman Pinscher. Can you imagine that? And we'd tromp around those East Bay hills, and it felt like it was tall grass. It was all around me. But in reality, it wasn't that tall. And it was sometimes brown, sometimes green, depending on the season, you know. But I have very warm memories of those times. And so that's where this song comes from. It's kind of a thinking over those times, and also thinking of the time around when he passed away. Tall grass whispers in the hills when the wind blows. You stand dreaming deep in the willows. 2 boys tumbling, chasing shadows. I see you smiling, lost in the echoes. Follow me through tall grass. We could walk for hours and hide me on this hillside. Maybe we won't make our way back home. Tall grass calls, and I am here alone. The hills have vanished, the blackbird is silent. I see you stumbling, they're off in the distance. 2 boys whisper, Father's I am here alone. Follow me through tall grass. We could walk for hours. Hide me on this hillside. Maybe we won't make our way back home. Maybe we won't make our way back home. The tall grass calls, and I am here alone. I realized after I started it, about I think it might be a little high for me that that time. A little bit of a cracking voice, but you get the idea. Fred Bulger, are there 4 more Tony Furtados? I'm sure there are. It's not that unpopular of a Portuguese name. In fact, I borrowed the drum kit from my band off of Tony Furtado in Ottawa once. And there's a Tony Furtado folk bluesy guy in Sacramento. And I always thought we should start a band and just call it the Tony Furtados or something. What is the name of banjo is? Okay, this is called a cello banjo, and it's made by Gold Tone. I got the gist of what you're asking there. Hello from a couple hours northeast of Portland, John Durgin. Well, hey there. Yes, it is a nice cello banjo. Yeah, half of the. Okay. What you said there, Fred? I'm not sure what you said there. Okay. You popped off on Waiting for Guitar. Oh, yeah, Waiting for Guitar, Garfield's Hornpipe. That's a tricky one. Fred, you live in Ottawa. Well, pretty sure that's where Tony Furtado, the jazz drummer, lives, and I think he's kind of well known up there. So you check him out. Manjo, yes. My old bass player calls this the manjo. Okay, I'm done with the manjo right now. I'm gonna grab the guitar. How we doing? Any other requests here? How about for a song? Yeah, I'll do Squirrel Ville. Oh, you know what? Lynn, I owe you Dying Language, but let me do something else first. Let me do something kind of picky. I'm gonna go later than I said I was gonna go. I hope that's all right with everyone. Half of the Furtados play banjo. Yes, Gina and Victor are amazing banjo players. No relation. Well, I'm sure distantly we're related somehow. So I'll do something kind of picky, and then I'll do that Dying Language, I think. Let's see. Lynn, I didn't know I was going to be doing this either. It's purely because that flight was canceled. I'm glad I'm doing it too. So I needed some kind of connection with folks, so I have to sit in the car for so long. All right, so let's see what I'm going to do here. Tim, I got the time for Peggy. Oh, sure. Okay, I think we've got a set list building here. I'll do Peggy-O, and then I'll do Dying Language. Okay, it's building up. As we rode out to Venerio, as we rode out to Venerio, the captain fell in love with a lady like a dove, and he called her by name, pretty Peggy-O. Will you marry me, pretty Peggy-O? Will you marry me, pretty Peggy-O? If you would marry me, set your city free, and free all the people in the area. Well, I'd marry you, sweet William O. And I'd marry you, sweet William O. I would marry you, but your guineas are too few. I fear my mom would be angry, yo. What would your mama think, pretty Peggy-O? What would your mama think, pretty Peggy-O? What would your mama think? She heard my guineas clean, saw me marching at the head of my soldiers, oh. If ever I return, pretty Peggy-O, if ever I return, pretty Peggy-O, if ever I return, your city I will burn and destroy all the people in the area. Come stepping down the stairs, pretty Peggy-O. Come stepping down the stairs, pretty Peggy-O. Come stepping down the stairs, let down your yellow hair, and bid your last farewell to William O. Sweet William is dead, pretty Peggy-O. Sweet William, he is dead, pretty Peggy-O. Sweet William, he is dead. He died for a man, and he lies in the Louisiana country, yo. As we rode out Fenario, a captain fell in love with a lady like a dove, and he called her by her name, pretty Peggy, oh. Peggy-o. Still love doing that one. I've done it I think just about every show I play, I do that one. I always get a request for it. And something about it I just love doing. Hey, Debbie. You love Peggy-o? Yeah. Thanks, Scott. Also, some of you might be popping chat texts in here, and I'm looking at it all through something called Restream chat, and I don't know that all of them make it through, so I really apologize if I'm not responding to something you might be saying. You can be sure that I'm going to see it if you go to my YouTube and watch it from there, and if you want to chat with me, you can do it from YouTube. I get some of the ones from Facebook, but not all of them. Ever play guitar with a flat pick? Rarely, because I always drop the dang thing. That's how I got to play it with finger picks. When I was a kid, I learned how to use a flat pick, but it just wasn't my thing. But every once in a while, I put it in standard tuning. Not very often. My friend Lynn requested this song called, he wants to hear Dying Language. And I know you were working on that too. Are you singing that one now? You still out there? Come play again in Orinda. Oh! That was a cool festival. I remember doing that in Orinda. Yeah. Twitch chat is typically emote heavy and has a lot of custom smileys. I know that. Still trying to figure out Twitch. But you know what? I think I'm 3 followers shy of being able to post my streams without having to do it on a weekly thing. So I hit a milestone if 3 more people follow me. So help me out with that. You do play it. All right, that's great, Lynn. So this is a song I wrote as part of a songwriter's challenge. You get a prompt on one day, and then a few days later you need to have your song written with that prompt in it, and then upload it to a particular site so people can check it out. And this particular week we got the title Dying Language. So I came up with a song about hating hate speech and liking to think of it as a dying language, and of course it's not. We can dream. Daniel, I have 44 followers? Oh, I thought I had 47. Okay. Okay, this is called Dying Language. Sharpen words to draw the line. I got no place for your word in mine. And cold, intolerant, bricks in the wall, shades of gray inside us all. But don't you speak to me, don't you speak to me. I can't take your twisted words of hate. And don't you speak to me, let your dying language fade away. Old man, tell me what's that you said? And why is your nose stuck in their bed? We're born to this world alone and wet. Nobody knows which way we'll set. Don't you speak to me, don't you speak to me. I can't take your twisted words of hate. Don't you speak to me, let your dying language fade away. Fade away. Fade away. Razor tongues fall double shards, warm red blood from every heart, and perfect broken spokes in the wheel. All of us different, all of us real. Don't you speak to me, don't you speak to me. I can't take your twisted words of hate. Don't you speak to me, let your dying language fade away. Don't you speak to me, don't you speak to me. I can't take your twisted words of hate. Don't you speak to me, let your dying language fade away. Fade away. Fade away. Fade away. Fade away. David says, "Good, how are you?" I thought you said, I looked down, I was like, I thought it said, "How old are you?" Lynn, what is Twitch? Really? Never heard of it? It's a very interesting platform. It's got all kinds of nooks and crannies you can check out. It's pretty wacky nooks and crannies over there on Twitch, I have to say. My brother's over there, Dangerous Dan. Look him up. He's a DJ. Do I know Peter Frampton's song, Baby I Love Your Way? I do know of it, but I don't sing it. It's a good one. Also got the request for Squirrel Ville. Gotta do Squirrel Ville. Did you see this little guy in the advertisement for the show tonight? He's not a squirrel, he's a meerkat, but he's like we'll call him the Rhodes Squirrel. Instead of a Rhodes Scholar, he's a Rhodes Squirrel. Squirrel. Anything I can tell you guys about? I got some touring coming up again in August. Stephanie, my wife, Stephanie Schneiderman, and I are going to be doing a show coming up in a couple days on Whidbey Island. Any folks near Whidbey Island? We're going to be playing at a really cool place called the Chicken Barn or the Chicken Shack. I'm going to post it on my website tonight, so watch out for that. Stephanie is releasing her new song on Thursday. You guys got to check that out, okay? Go to stephanieschneiderman.com and you'll see something about it, or I'll post something about it too. The song is called Cry With Me, and it's amazing. There's an amazing video that was created for it too, and so that's coming up. I got to play on it too. John, you want to hear I Will? Okay. You should come back to Port Angeles. Guess what? I am. Later this summer. It's going to be posted. It's kind of in the midst of being booked. I'm going to be there with a trio. I think actually it's in October. Like 18, 19, 20. October 20th we're going to be in Port Angeles. Bob Dylan. Yeah, I love all these songs. I just don't cover a lot of songs, David. I wish I did. I'm not that good with the covers. And then in August, I'm coming back to the Midwest. That's attractive when I do that, right? Coming back to the Midwest and doing like St. Paul, there's a guitar festival I'm doing there, and then coming down playing through like, Cedar Rapids and Chicago, all the way down to St. Louis. So I believe all those are up on my website. Here's Squirrel Ville. There we go. Fake bossa nova. Debbie, you asked, isn't that the name of our house? Yes, it is. We call our place Squirrel Ville because we've got this giant walnut tree outside our living room window. And there are so many squirrels that live in that thing and make such a big mess of those nuts all over our property. And I love it. I love having the life in the trees, and the cats love it too. So we feel like we live where they're the landlords and we're the tenants. So we call it Squirrelville. I'm going to do one more song. I wish I could do Waiting for Godot, Brad. Jeez, that's just... It's been too long for that one. That's got a lot of this spidery action. I'm just not up for it tonight. I got something else. I'm gonna do something on the guitar, I think, to finish up tonight. Thank you everyone for joining in with me here. It's been a pleasure playing for you at the last minute. Does anyone know how United's been? Were they behaving today? Were they able to get flights? It seems like they were doing all right. That's why I went with them. So my flight is at 7 a.m. tomorrow. So I'm optimistic. I think Delta's the only one that's been having a tricky time with this whole crowd strike thingy. What a terrible name. What does it mean? Crowd strike or cloud strike? Lynn, yes, I'm headed home. I was trying to earlier today, but it didn't work out. That's why I'm doing this. And I think I left that thing up on the old screeny there. If anyone's feeling tipsy, yeah, there it is. The old PayPal and the Venmo if you're feeling like it. Otherwise, this is a free stream, and I thank you all for watching. And watch for dates where I'm coming by you in your neck of the woods. Because I'm hitting a lot of corners of the country this year. Just little snippets of tours, though. I keep them short, just long weekends. That's about all I can do these days. How about a little John Prine to finish up? Sing along with me. Sing real loud so I can hear you. Thanks, Fred. Hey, Fred, I'm going to be at the IBMA convention. I'm doing a couple of official showcases with Luke Price in tow. So we might be looking for a house concert or something. I don't know if we'll get near enough. You're over by Clemson, I think. This is paradise, all right? Sing along with me, okay? Travel down to western Kentucky where my parents were born. There's a backwoods old town as often remember. So many times my memories are worn. Oh, and Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay. Sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Peabody's coal train is hearted away. Well, sometimes we travel right down the Green River, the abandoned old prison down by Adrie Hill, where the air smelled like snakes and we'd shoot with our pistols, but empty pop bottles was all we would kill. Oh, and Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Then the coal company came with the world's largest shovel. They tortured the timber, they stripped all the land. They dug for their coal till the land was forsaken, and wrote it all down as the progress of man. Oh, Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. When I die, let my ashes float down the Green River. Let my soul roll on up to the Chester Dam. I'll be halfway to heaven, paradise waiting, 5 miles away from wherever I am. I meant to say Rochester Dam, but I didn't. Oh, and Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Thanks, you guys, so much. I appreciate it. It was nice to have some company. All right, till next time, okay? Y'all come back now.